Yo, what's up? This is, boom, let me get it focused, right? Just trying to focus on my, there we go. Alright, boom. What's up? It's your boy Tom. So, I posted day 10, but it looked like YouTube blocked it because I was listening to music in the background. It's just, I don't know, man. YouTube seems like such a greedy place to me, man. It's like, I'm just listening to music, man, while I do a video, and they just, I don't know. It's just something I'm not really used to. So today, went to donate plasma, and then I went to this health and wellness center, and they talk about cleaning up my skin, because I worked at a place where the chemical was on my skin all the time, and it would coat my skin, you know, and it made a lot of blackheads. So I want to clean that up. And then as far as the money goes, nobody came through on transmissions. I had a couple leads today, but nothing panned out. One guy said he wanted to come this morning, but he said he would call me. I gave him my number, and then he told me to call him. So I was just a little confused. He didn't say call me, he just sent his number. So I was just like, okay, but I probably should have pushed the sale. It's like, what am I doing? Like, you want the sale, call him, sell him on the transmission. So I dropped the ball on that, and just looking back at it in retrospect, I should have called him, you know? So, yeah. Then it was my girl's dad's birthday, dropped her off to that, because I had the doctor's appointment. And now I'm back at the spot. Okay, so I have got a couple leads on motors too, but like I'm like, man, I gotta figure out something else. So I am working on Saturday, bartending, well, I'm serving, and then I got my test on Friday, and I ain't even studied yet, man. Like, I'm just fucking up, you know? Once you get your certification in bartending, man, you in, you know, Lava Ristorante and La Boucherie and all those like fancy freaking restaurants, they be breaking you off. Really, tips be $100. You know what I'm saying? Millionaires up in here. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to get around, like, because the company I've been keeping, man, like something happened to me is why I'm not feeling so like hyped up today. And it's not that it happened to me, but it's a situation that popped back up. So there's this dude who presented himself to me from my YouTube channel, right? And he act like he know me, like I've been knowing him, right? So we just kind of got into this almost immediately, like very familiar, right? I wouldn't say friends, but we got real familiar real quick. So he's like, yo man, you know, I got a company or whatever, I want a sponsorship or whatever. But I was like, look man, I'll build you a motor and transmission for $4,800, right? So he's like, oh man, you know, I was like, look, you can make payments. You just gotta come with the payments, you know? My mistake, number one. So he give me $800 and bring the car to the shop. So I get busy immediately. I pull the motor, sound like money. I pull the motor, I pull the trans, I clean up the engine bay real good. I take the motor, I get the bottom end rebuilt. He had bought some GT40 heads for me earlier. That's like a certain type of Ford head earlier. So I put those on. He had a GT40 intake, but it needed a new lower because it was cracked. But to finish the motor, you gotta put the cam in, you gotta put the lifters in, you know what I'm saying? And the timing chain. He telling me that he needs to get the camshaft from Vegas, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. You go to get the camshaft from Vegas. I don't hear from this dude for 2 years, a solid 2 years. First, like, few months, I was like, nah, cool, man, it's cool, because I got a lot of work going on. So after about 6 months, I was like, hey, man, you gonna keep going on this project, man? Because now my landlord's complaining that it's there. I had to move it around, push it on the street, push it back in the lot, doing all sorts of stuff, right? Just keep this guy's car in my shop. I don't even know why. I was just being cool, trying to be nice. And that nice guy shit, trying to people please, just gotta stop. I can't, that's one thing as a man, just learn to say no. Because in the beginning, I should have just told the dude flat out, no. You know what I mean? Because if I did that, it would be none of this right now. I'd be like, look, I don't do personal work, my boy. You see me work on my car, but I don't work on other people's cars. And that would have been the end of it. And we would have been cool right now. But what the problem is that I was trying to be like a friend mechanic dude, and it just was weird. Like, confused it all up, I mean. So, I'm calling him for 2 years. At the end of the 2 years now, I'm like, hey, my man, I'm losing my shop. I gotta push your car on the street. He still didn't respond. He didn't respond until I texted him saying, they towed your car off the street. Then he started calling me all crazy. He thought that he called the tow yard and they didn't pick up they didn't say that his car was there, so he on the line telling everybody it got stolen, right? Like, nobody stole your car, man. It was at the tow yard. So the next day when it got in the system, that's when he was able to see where his car was. He bails the car out, brings it to his neighborhood. Neighborhood is one of those neighborhoods in LA, I'm not gonna say where, that the parking enforcement's own it. Like, they're on it, right? So if you have no tags, if you have expired tags, if you don't have a plate, any of that kind of stuff, they're taking your car off the street. He got 4 junky project cars on the street. Mismatching rims, need paint, just look raggedy. You know what I'm saying? All up and down the street. Okay, cool, fine, right? Let's not judge him. He trying to do something. I'm like, yo, you should get a storage or something because I can't really get down out here, right? Oh man, I got all the tools in the back. You could just come right here. I'm out there in 100 degrees, man. And the crazy thing is, I still showed up to try, but I was like, this isn't feasible, man. My body I can't do this. So, or I don't want to. You know what I mean? Because it's like I don't have the tools to properly do what you're asking me to do. So I said, all right, fine, fuck it. Go to another dude, and you don't gotta we'll just kill the bill, and you don't have to give me nothing. Motor's already in the car, assembled and done. He just needs his T5, his transmission, right? He started getting mad. Oh man, you taking forever. I'm like, really? This nigga really took 2 years to give me. He ain't gave me do you realize he gave me, after that, when I went to his street to work on his car, I think it totaled, this man might have gave me $450. You know what I'm saying? Like, putting a motor in this dude's car, bro. And then it was another car he had with steering problems. He couldn't steer it across the street. And just a headache, man. And he online telling people that I did him wrong after he left me with his car. I towed his car when the landlord at the shop was complaining about the junk cars. I towed his car to my apartment and parked it in my parking space. This is how stupid I was. I'm thinking to myself now, like, this is so dumb. Why the hell would I do that? You know what I'm saying? Trying to save face and be like, no, there's no problems with Junkyard Dogs. Everything is cool. Everything is not cool. You know what I mean? Like, I fronted my way out of my shop and got myself in a bunch of trouble, made enemies along the way and all that because I was trying to do something. You know what I mean? So, bottom line, I see that he has now the car, can't work on it. I tell him to go to another guy. There's another popular Mustang mechanic they call Motor Nut. I said, take it to Motor Nut. Or Pablo, there's another guy who works on cars or whatever, you know? And he gonna say to me, I don't want to work, I don't want them to work, I want you to do it. And I was like, yeah, but I don't have the facilities right now, so it's either you could get like a storage or something to put it in until I'm ready again, but I can't continue, man. I was still willing to continue with this nigga, even after he left me for 2 years. I came there and tried still, right? So, this dude decided that he gonna try to flex on me one time. He came to the crib, came to my friend's crib, and he tried to get like he was gonna punch me or something. You know what I'm saying? But I think dudes know better, man. It's just a sense of like, box me, yo, hit me if you want to, bro. It's not gonna be pretty. You know what I mean? And I'm not a violent dude per se, but I know how to use violence. You know what I mean? So I try to be chill. But like I said, it's weird because he takes no accountability for that at all, which is wild to me. 2 years this man left and didn't hear nothing talking about getting parts from Vegas. When he finally got those parts from Vegas, it was probably almost on the 3rd year. Nah, not even probably. It was almost on the 3rd year. So that's what I went through today, man. All right.